Hello everybody and welcome back to Sky Bees, and in this episode we craft ourselves up all the things we're going to need to make as many bees as possible. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of bees, like nearly all the types, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today we are going to be working on more bees. Now, since last episode, I have learned a few things about how I was saying we don't have slime and how to get magma cream. There's actually a way to do it, which I've just figured it out. So I think we may have used this a while ago in a different mod pack, but you can actually make slime blocks in a barrel using a mushroom and witch water. Now, I don't know if there's anything else you can use other than just mushrooms. But you need to get mushrooms, you need to put ancient spores in a witch water barrel to make a brown mushroom block, and then break that to have a chance of getting yourself out a brown mushroom. So, we need slime blocks to be able to make ourselves a slimy bee. Like, once we make the bee, using a zombie and a snowball bee, we actually... Oh wait, a snowball bee, I forgot, we actually need to make the snowball. So, we might need to do a little bit of botania to get ourselves out some snow. So we'll be doing a few things today and hope I can fit them all into this video. So the main bees we want to craft is our slimy, all our different resources, iron, gold, emerald, diamond. I want to make myself like a nether quartz bee, a quartz enriched iron bee, because we're definitely going to want to start generating quartz enriched iron so we can get into refined storage soon. A silicone bee, which is needed to make quartz enriched iron. I want to make myself a blaze bee, a netherite bee, netherrack bee, and I think that's mainly all the bees I need. I think even Certus quartz. So they're the main bees I want to get today. And if possible, maybe even upgrade the vector plates inside that farm. But I think I might have to do that between episodes or do the start of next episode. So over here, I have been building more bee stalls. And I have upgraded these beehives, but they still look level 1. These are all level 4 beehives, since we've gotten a ton of comb from that, and I have been breeding the bees to make more. But if we come in here, I think I'd done this in last video, but I actually cut it out because we were running out of time. But I added upgrades onto these beehives. Like if we look up hive, there are these beehives. It says upgrade a previous tier to the next tier. So I was really confused whether or not just adding on a tier 2 onto a tier 1 made it a tier 2 beehive, but still kept it as a tier 1. I wasn't sure until I upgraded it all the way to tier 4, which then a tier 1 beehive could only hold 4 bees, where now it holds 16, but it's still called a tier 1. So it definitely upgrades it to a tier 4 beehive, but keeps the texture of a tier 1. So with that, I have been breeding out bees like crazy. Now, there's one issue with the bees, and I'm really hating it. You see how they're all clumping around one flower? Yeah, I can't get them to change flowers for the life of me. There is this tool you can use. It's called the honey dipper. I was wondering what that tool was. I made it, and in the book it says you can set the beehive, or like select the bee and change its hive, or change its flower position. I do that. Like, I've got it here, the honey dipper. Say, for instance, you take this flower. He doesn't listen. Then he decides, maybe I'll go to it. Okay, how about this gravel bee? You take this flower. Okay, now this bee has realized, okay, this is my flower. And the gravel bee also over here has decided this is my flower too. But for some reason, after they've picked their flower and gone in and harvested it and go back into the beehive, they'll come out to it a couple of times to the right one. Like, why all of a sudden is there 3 of you at the same flower? I didn't say you'd go to it. But see, now they're on their own flower. They'll go in, and when they come back out, they'll go to that flower. But after about 5 minutes of going in and out, they'll go back to this flower. They don't keep their data. Look, he's going straight to this flower now, even though he was on this one. And I set their flower, but it doesn't work. So I don't know what's going on. And I've looked up everywhere and I cannot find an answer. So it's like they picked the closest flower out of the door of the hive, but it just makes it so inefficient to harvest honeycomb. So either I'm going to have to look up a video of someone else playing this to figure it out, or I'm just going to have to deal with this because there's no other solution. If you do know a way to make them permanently stay on one flower, Please tell me, because this is not working the way I want it to. But anyway, as you can see, I've made myself another 2 on this side and another 4 on this side, so a total of another 6 hives. I'm missing glass in this one, but I'll get the glass now in a minute. But they're all prepared and ready to go. So let's get to work on actually creating ourselves our bees. There's a few things I want to make as well before we actually start the bee, is I want to make myself a blazing doll. Now, the blazing doll is going to be needed to spawn blazes, and I'm going to need 9 blaze rods to make 1 blaze mesh. Once we made a blaze mesh, we can use that to actually like pollinate a blaze bee, and he will start producing blaze honeycomb, which will then in turn make us blaze rods. Which is going to be very important to get started in Botania for generating mana, because I want to be able to get into the mana pool soon to start making dielectric paste to get into powah. Because powah is probably going to be the best power generation mod that we have until we probably get into mekanism generators. Like, do we have mekanism generators in here? Yes, we do. Fission reactors and fusion reactors. So we might look into getting into those late game, but powah will probably be the best thing to get into early game. Also, in terms of the mob farm, yeah, heads just keeps falling and things, but we've somehow got a diamond chestplate, which is cool. But I've been clearing out these heads all the time and throwing them off, and yeah, it hasn't been going as fast, but it's because they're not falling down as fast as I want them to. But once we get the vector plates in, this thing should be flying up like crazy. So, to spawn a blaze, you have to put lava in a barrel. So if we look up barrel, you can see here we got ourselves 5 stone barrels, which should do plenty. Then we're going to grab ourselves a bucket. Do I not have a second bucket? I should do. Where's my second bucket gone? Did my bucket get used up? I thought I made a second one. Apparently not. Okay. Let's just put this down in here. There we go. And let's grab ourselves a bucket of lava. Now, I want to do this over here away from the wooden platform, just in case the blaze actually, like, sets stuff on fire. So I'm going to set that in there, and then we need to make ourselves our blazing doll. So, the recipe for that, if we look in here, is glowstone, blaze powder, redstone, and a porcelain doll, and a bit of nether wart. Now, I don't believe we actually have any nether wart, so we're going to have to make ourselves some soul sand, and soul sand comes from witch water and sand. So, we're going to have to set up that process now. One thing I'm actually going to make right now to make life a bit easier, instead of having to keep running back and forth to fill up the barrels I've just put down over there, is I'm going to make myself a sink. Sink is pretty easy, just need a bit of iron. I've actually compressed all my stuff down into blocks now, so I need to uncompress these. And did I make the terracotta already? I did, okay. So, make myself a sink, and this will just make it easier to actually, like, well, put water into these things over here. And if we wanted to, we could actually get a pipe from Cyclic and actually just auto pump it into these things if we wanted to. I'm just going to put the sink right there and just fill all of these up with water. And I forgot to actually turn this all into mycelium. So, does this stuff spread? I'm pretty sure it does, but I'm just going to manually change it to here. There we go. All right, now just fill them all up with water. Okay, after a bit of time, I have now got enough nether wart and glowstone to be able to make this thing now. So, oh, maybe not. I need to make myself a total of 9 of these guys, unless they somehow manage to drop more than like 1 blaze rod each. I probably should use the emeralds because I have more emeralds than diamonds. Actually, how many emeralds do I even have? 1,100. Yeah, okay. Porcelain doll, blaze things. So I'm just going to make 9 of them just in case. Because I definitely do need at least 9 blaze rods. Like, there's not a chance that they won't drop. So, what I need to do now is grab myself a bucket and grab another bucket of lava out of that. So that's perfect. Now come over here. And I did end up putting pipes onto this thing to make it go a bit quicker. What I have to do is put this in here and give it a bit of time, and a blaze should spawn. And then I'll just quickly kill him and then see if we can just get enough blaze rods to make a blaze mesh. There we go, 1 blaze rod, and now I need to do this 9 more times, or 8 more times. Okay, I have 2 blazes left. Hopefully one of them will give me a blaze rod. Okay, they did. Finally, I had to make like another 5 blazing dolls because like 5 of them will not give me a blaze rod. But finally, we have a blaze mesh, which is what we're going to need to make our blaze bee pollinate. Right, I believe that's pretty much it now. So all I need is to get myself... How do I make this one? Oh yeah, the ancient spores. So let's go over here and make ourselves a couple of brown mushroom blocks. So just make a couple of them because I just need 1 brown mushroom and then I can like grow them infinitely onto mycelium. So let's just put these all down and break them. They didn't give me any mushrooms. Okay, is that just a coincidence? Or do these things actually not drop mushrooms from these? Maybe I need to do a lot of them. Alright, here's 10. Please give me 1 mushroom. No. Then how am I supposed to get mushrooms? Because there's no other way to get them. Like, the thing doesn't say. Other than just doing this. So, am I doing something wrong? Is there another way I'm supposed to use the spores? Or is it just really just a bad chance to be able to get one of these blocks? Well, I guess I'll keep trying and see if I can get a mushroom. Okay, the second I paused the recording to put down these 5 to see if I can get it, I managed to get 5 mushrooms. Okay, well, there's that. So there's one thing I do want to try. I don't know, can I just grow them on the grass right here? Does that work? Does it have to be like a darkish area? No. Okay, let me see if I can just plant it on a bit of mycelium. Let's go back over here, because if I can sprint and grow this mushroom to make it grow really big, that would be kind of cool. So, mushroom down, sprint. Oh, yeah, definitely. So this should give me no mushrooms. Unless they... Yeah, okay, I thought they might have gotten picked up by the thing. Okay, I got 20 of them. Damn. So I can just keep running here, grabbing mushrooms, and do this for a while. Alright, that should be enough mushrooms for now. So, how many do we have? Oh, yeah, definitely plenty. So now we can make ourselves a bunch of slime. Which is the one thing I was really worried that I wouldn't be able to get. So, perfect. Now, we've probably already been about 10 minutes into the video, so we need to start picking up the pace if we want to get some of these bees now getting ready. Let's throw this in here for now. It doesn't really care. I'll organize everything again later. So let's just grab ourselves one of each item that we're going to need to put down to start breeding our bees. So iron blocks. I don't know if I'm going to bother with cobblestone or copper and all that yet, but I'm going to definitely grab myself a block of diamond and a block of emerald. There we go. Put these away now. And come back over here and start setting these up inside of one of the rooms. And why is there a skeleton over here? Oh, I think there's a missing spot on the roof there that caused him to spawn. That's what... Okay. So let's say in here, I'm going to put a slime bee right here. I'm going to put the blaze bee right here. And diamond... Go in the corner here. Emerald can go over here. And I'll just leave 4 bees in each, because then I'll have 4 of each bee, which should equate to like 16 bees in total. But then over here, I'll do the iron and gold and any other special bee I need. So put iron there, and I'll put gold right here. Right, so let's get to work on breeding some bees. So I might actually need to break one of the hives to have an area where they won't go in. I can just leave them fly around to breed them. So the first bee that we're going to definitely want to make, and I have enough comb and all that to do that. We're going to make ourselves our... Oh, this thing's actually in the way now. Okay, that's actually annoying. Let's make ourselves... I already made the gravel bee. Let's actually make ourselves a quick petal apothecary, because we do need to actually start making snow. So, petal apothecary, there we go. Now I need some white petals, and I have been growing petals because I actually don't need bone meal to do this. For example, if I just put a petal down and sprint, it grows. So, well, of course, breaking it doesn't actually give me back the flower, but you can see the process. So I can just run around instead of using bone meal, which is way better. So I'm just going to put this over here for now. Just put that there. Grab myself a bucket so I can fill it up with water. And all I need now is a seed. And I need 4 flowers now. So 4 petals, bucket of water. Put that in. Drop these down. Do that. There we go. Pure daisy. And all I need to do now is make sure water doesn't flow. So if I just grab myself a couple of slabs. And I'm just going to do this. And put the flower right here. Grab myself the bucket of water, put it right there, and yeah, you can see the little particles, and this should turn to snow in a little bit of time. That way we can get our snowball bee. So the other bee we're going to need is a zombie bee. We're going to need ourselves our... Might as well make ourselves the icy bee as well. I don't know if this will consume up the bucket, but we might as well see. Icy bee, okay, yep, it didn't consume the bucket. We need ourselves a cobblestone bee. We're going to need ourselves our sieve bee. I need to make another sieve. Sieve bee is going to be one of the most important ones. And now we're actually out of honey. Do I have any more honeycomb been produced over here? Why can't I open this? Is everything lagging, or is this thing broken? Okay, for some reason I cannot open this. I'm going to have to break it. But yeah, there's actually quite a bit of honey in it. Not actually that much, but a bit. Put the bottles back in. Oh, I know there's actually way more there. All right, perfect. And just get this sand honeycomb being produced down again. So what bee did we say? We wanted our dust bee. I don't have any dust, so one piece of sand, craft that down. There we go. So that's a dust. So dust bee. There we go. Now, is there any other specific bee we're going to need right now? Coal bee, zombie bee. Let's get rid of the bees we've already made now. So icy bee, dust bee. We're making a snowball bee. We got rid of the sieve bee and that one. So let's make ourselves a coal bee now. So coal. I need a coal and another block of honey. So piece of coal. And hopefully you have made me more honey. Not yet. Maybe this one will. No. There are no honey lying around. Oh wait, no, I do have honey. All right, perfect. So there we go. So coal bee, we said. There we go. So we're not going to put down all of them. We're just going to put down the ones that we need. So the first bee we said we're going to try and make is our slimy bee. Slimy bee is going to require a zombie and a snowball bee. Has this produced snow? It has. Now, if I break this, give me snowballs? Yes, it does. So, actually, I could make a snowman for infinite snow. But I don't have pumpkins, which I could grow a pumpkin quickly, though. So do this, and it should grow the stem. I don't know if keep running will make it grow quicker. No, okay, we'll just leave it, wait and see if we get a pumpkin. Right, so the next thing we need to do is probably compress down more of this to make more honey. So let me just do that. And one of the actual other things we need is steel. That's one other thing I forgot to mention is a steel bee. Do I not have a steel bee bookmarked? I don't think so. So steel bee is made with coal and iron. So bookmark the steel bee. There we go. And that's just an iron and a coal. So let's actually start making a steel bee first. So we need an iron bee. An iron bee comes with a mixture between sieve and sand. So let's grab our empty bee jars and come over here now and grab a sand bee and put down our sieve bee and see if we can make ourselves an iron bee. So open in here. Let me take you. See, he's been going to that flower the whole time. But yet, give it more time and he will not go to that flower. So it's still a weird problem. I'm going to break the beehive in here, just in case for now. And I'm going to break the campfire because I don't want anything breaking in here, or them to touch it and die. But what does the sieve bee actually need to breed? So the sieve bee just needs a flower. Well, it looks like it actually specifically needs a poppy. So I have the sand on me. I just need to run back over here and grab myself some flowers. Right, I got myself my poppies. Now we come in here and we can grab our two bees. So our sieve and our dust. So put down the sieve. Put down the dust, or the sand bee, I should say. So sand combined with sieve. Please make an iron bee. What bee? Yes, he made an iron bee. Okay, that's perfect. So all we need to do now is combine the iron and the coal together. Now the only issue is this bee, because it's a baby bee, it will not grow up or it won't be able to breed until it has made, until it's an adult. So I'm going to just leave him in here for now. And you know what? We could technically speed him up if we give him iron. But do we have enough iron to spare? I mean, in the long run, it might be better. I have 7,000 iron ore pieces in there. So, you know what? It probably will be worth it. Alright, so I've given him nearly a stack and a half of iron. And so now, technically, he should produce into adult. There we go. I just realized I am going to need some coal to be able to breed this bee now. I'm just thinking right now, even though we're going to get ourselves a steel bee right here, we will not be able to actually make him pollinate until he's gotten an actual block of steel, as you can see. But the thing about that is now, is we can actually start making the coke oven and the blast brick now, because we have a way of making magma cream, which is slime and blaze powder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like breed all the bees I need now. Majority of all of these ones. I might include one or two, maybe making the slimy one and the quartz enriched iron one. So I'll be back as soon as I have pretty much all the bees that we need. Okay. I have spent the last probably 2 hours breeding bees to get to the point where I can now make the last couple of bees for this video. So the last 4 bees we're going to make ourselves our quartz enriched iron, our silicone bee, our emerald, and our diamond bee. Now, I'll show you over here what I've done so far. It's a bit hectic. It took so long to get all these different type of bees. But now we've got our slimy, netherite, blaze, tin, glowstone, which is our pigman bee, lead, haven't done emerald, we got uranite, we got this flower one here, which does the icy bee, and we need to make ourselves our diamond bee. In here, we have got, I think that's iron. So we got our iron bee, our gold, lapis, and I think the flowers for coal. We got our netherrack bee, our uranium bee, I think that's lead, and that's redstone. So over here right now, I've got my cobblestone bee and my coal bee right now. And I have myself my nether quartz and a Certus quartz bee just waiting to grow up in there. Yeah, I've been at this a long time. Like, I have a chest here, and look at all the different type of bees we've got. Like, I just kept getting duplicates over and over again. We've, like, got a steel bee in here, but we'll make steel now next episode, because I'm hoping next episode, since we can now make magma bricks, because we have the blaze powder and the slime balls, I'm going to hope to see if we can make a blast brick furnace and a coke oven, and see if we can start making steel, and maybe even getting into a bit of immersive engineering power. Whether that be making a windmill or a water wheel, and start generating a little bit of power to either increase the speed of the blast brick furnace or start powering like an automated system for processing all of this honeycomb. So I think that might be the best bet. So that means I'm going to have to expand out my platform in one of these directions. So I think over this way I said I was going to do farming, and this way it's going to be magic stuff. So I'm going to have like botania, blood magic, and astral sorcery over there. So I think right in this plot here, I think I'll set up like a water wheel like on the side right here and just have water running over it, and then set up like a metal press and to make gears and stuff. We'll figure it out next episode. So before we can even like start making ourselves a silicone bee, because the silicone bee is going to require our Certus quartz and our nether quartz bee. Now of course these guys aren't grown up just yet, which I could speed it up if I wanted to. So in here I've got tons of nether quartz, and I've got dust, but that's whatever. But the way you have to breed this silicone bee is you need to have Certus quartz. Now Certus quartz can be got by crushing down skystone. Now I just need to grab a couple of stacks of this, because you combine this in here like this to make skystone, and then you crush it down with your hammer and your wand. Like, use the wand to place it down and crush it with the hammer to make yourself a ton of skystone, crushed skystone, and then you sieve all that, and then you get yourself Certus quartz. Crush this down, there we go, and now just go over here and sieve it. And there's all the Certus quartz that we're going to need, which is perfect. And I think you even get like charged Certus quartz out of this, so this is perfect. If we were going to get into, well, applied energistics, which we will need to do applied energistics to get into refined storage. I was looking at the processors and stuff like that. So we are going to need the inscriber. But that's not now anyway. So put that away, and we got the little seeds too, so if we wanted to, we could grow them. But if we come over here now, we should be able to grow our 2 bees. Where is the quartz bee? Where did he go? You're the Certus quartz bee. Where's the normal quartz bee? Wait, did he go in? I can hear... Oh, he's in there. What? How did you get inside? You need, like, things to pollinate to be able to even go inside. Okay. So you can see, I'm just going to speed this guy up. So he's got about 9 seconds left. And you know what? Let's go actually sleep so that all the bees come out. You know what? It's actually turning nearly daytime, but I might as well speed it up quickly. There we go. So all the bees are out now. So let's come over here and you can see there's all the bees. They're all fighting for their single spot. So perfect. All of you guys are going, which is perfect. And there's our quartz bee. I guess our Certus quartz bee just went inside, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Okay, so we'll just speed your growth up like crazy. So 9 seconds left. Perfect. And actually, I could just breed them in here right now. This is perfect. So just this and this. So quartz and... yeah, you're fully grown. You and you. Mix you two together and you should give me a silicone bee. Perfect. Now, just going to pick you guys up and move you somewhere else, or maybe even keep you in there. What actually do you need to use to actually like pollinate? So nether quartz bee uses blocks of quartz, and I'm guessing the same thing for this guy. So you will need Certus quartz blocks. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Let's go over here and make 2 of these blocks, put them down, and get them processing up that comb. Now there is no hoppers in here just because I don't have the ender pearls, and I did make myself the ender bee. He's just not down right now because I need like a specific item. Like if we go to resourceful bees, I need this ender beacon. Consumes honey, grants bee safety, prevents bees from teleporting in effect range. Now the ender bee likes to teleport. Like he could teleport outside the cage and he will just fly off into the void. But the only issue is I need purpur. And the only way I'm seeing to make purpur is to actually just go to the end. Like, I cannot find a way to make this stuff. So I don't know what to do for this. Unless there's another specific way I'm supposed to make it. I think I have to go defeat the Ender Dragon before they can even think about making the Ender Bee. Meaning we can't get the Ender Pearls I was hoping for just yet. But anyway, so quartz and Certus quartz, you guys just pollinate that. You go in there and then get it harvested. And I'll set up another thing. I might have to just make a ton of more glowstone. Because glowstone is how you make endstone. And I need to crush that and sieve it to have a chance of getting an Ender Pearl. And I don't actually have that much pigment stuff. I've only got one pigment in there. You can see there's the baby netherite bee. Because also we need to actually get this silicone bee growing, I'm actually just going to chuck him in here with these guys for now. I hope he doesn't suffocate in there, because if they grow and they're right next to the wall, their hitbox will grow and they will get stuck in the wall and suffocate and die. That nearly happened to our netherrack bee. But now that we've got the silicone bee, we need to make ourselves a quartz enriched iron, so I'll wait until they're completely grown. This silicone can be made by just giving... Actually, I could just smelt a ton of this right now and just actually speed grow him. Yeah, let me just smelt up a ton of this stuff right now. Let's put all this stuff away. And all we need to do now is make more bee jars, because I need as many of those as I can. Put away this and make ourselves, or just grab ourselves some coal and some cobblestone and see if we can make ourselves our emerald and diamond bee. Alright, bees, so coal and cobblestone, where did you go? There you are. He's flying all around my head. I can't even see him. So what bee do we get? Okay, lapis again. So I've already got a lapis bee. I've already put them down. So I'm going to have to sit in here and wait for their cooldown to go away before I can even breed them again. So I'll be back when their cooldown is gone. Alright, the cobblestone bee should be ready to go again. Yep. Please give us an emerald or a diamond. Another bloody lapis. Oh, I have to wait again. Alright, they are ready to go again. So just give us some cobblestone. Please give us a diamond bee. Okay, an emerald bee. That'll do. So now we can actually come over here and put this emerald bee down. They don't actually have to be an adult to work. Come over here, put him down, and he will just start harvesting and make us some honeycomb. But we've got all the silicone we need now to be able to make the iron bee. So let me just grab some iron. And you know what? Let's actually just go slap a load of the silicone on the bee and just see if we can actually make our quartz enriched iron bee now. Actually, wait, what does the quartz enriched iron bee need to pollinate? Block of quartz enriched iron, which come from a alloy kiln with quartz and iron. Right, we'll make that next episode as part of the immersive engineering section. But just having the bee ready is more important. Alright, it's got about 15 seconds left on him. Let's run over here and grab our iron bee. He's not out yet, so hopefully he'll come out soon. They're all starting to come out now. Come on, iron. There you are. Perfect. So just come over here. And let's see if we can make ourselves our quartz enriched iron. So iron bee down. Give you some iron. Give this guy quartz. Go on, make us a quartz enriched iron bee. There we go. So now I can take you and actually just pick them all up quickly. There we go. And the ones we want to put back down are the coal. I don't know why there's so much information there, but coal and cobblestone, just put you two back down for right now. And you guys aren't ready to go already, are you? No, you're not. Okay. Let's put the iron bee back and wait and see if these guys are ready to go in a minute. Okay. Please give us a diamond bee. All I'm asking for. Come on. Yes! That was the only bee left that we needed. Perfect. So now we nearly have one of every bee. So what I'm going to do between this episode and next episode is I'm going to continue breeding up as many gravel bees as I can to make ourselves our copper, aluminium, nickel, osmium bees. We've made those guys now. And in terms of the other bees, there's not that many bees left. Like, I'd love to get, like, maybe a wither bee, but that requires soul sand bees, and that requires sand netherite, or netherrack. So I think I might hold off on the bees right now, and maybe later on when we get closer to making like an apiary, because I was looking at Industry 4 Going, where we used to have the wither builder. That's not a thing in this. So for the wither, we're going to have to manually build them, but there is the crusher, so we can still use the crusher to kill him instantly, but there's no way to automatically build him. We'll have to build him manually every time. So there's this tempered glass, immune to light explosions and wither blasts. And then we have this witherproof glass. Or we could use the quantum stable bedrock, which is also another option. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. So next episode, we're going to do immersive engineering, set up like a water wheel to generate a little bit of power, a metal press, a coke, and our blast furnaces. And then with that, hopefully, if we have extra power generation, we might be able to make ourselves like, I don't know, maybe a easy tier jetpack to maybe go explore the end and get ourselves an actual spawner for making this mob farm more efficient. And also between this episode and next episode, I will go up there and change or put vector plates all up there to make this thing go a lot quicker. As you can see, like this thing is already full again. So I'm going to have to clear out all of these heads and figure out some sort of sorting system to get rid of it all. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Hope to see you on the next episode. So without further ado, goodbye.